Good day to everybody out there to see thy wealth, water your health, drink a glass of water. So we out here, we doing another video. We on the farm today, the estate. As you can see, we in front of the Kaimito tree. I was looking at Hassan Campbell's video yesterday. He was talking about the young brother with the last name Brown, the one that created the plastic for gasoline, that turned plastic into gasoline. And, you know, he's shedding light on this young brother because I guess he's going through something, or they're looking for him, or he's whatever. And he was trying to offer solutions to him, and offer solutions to people, and just talking about how things were going on around the planet. And my question to Hassan is, how come it took for this guy to be a target for you to shed light on him able to produce plastic from gasoline? Is it because you just now found out about it, or because it's a trending topic to talk about? Because listening to you speak in this video, you're trying to provide an answer for people due to what's going on. You're talking about the tsunamis and several other natural events, natural disasters that may be going on. And you were trying to offer solutions. So you started mentioning fasting and going with less and getting back to farming. And when I hear you speak about getting back to farming, that makes so much sense to hear you say. But the thing is, when I approach you about getting on your platform to talk about exactly what you just mentioned, farming, and you can only farm with what? Land. And if I'm trying to help people get land and talk to them about where to go at to get it for the low, whether it's 1/8 of an acre, 1/4 acre, 1/2 acre, 3/4 of an acre, whatever it could be, you weren't even giving me the opportunity to get in front of your platform and your community to share where they can go and get this land for free. Not for free, but for the low. You can't get no land for free unless you inherit it, and then you still may have to pay taxes on that unless it's a trust. But at the end of the day, this isn't about bashing Hassan and talking dirty to him. This is about sharing awareness. And I know that Hassan has a following. I know that Hassan has a message, but the real message is actually doing. Because you can't talk about and show the backyard and you got all these different beautiful, lovely, colorful plants and flowers, but you're not showing anybody how to grow any food and how to take care of themselves. You're still dependent on the same exact system that you're talking about. You still have government water from the county that's tied into your tax bill. You still go to Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, or Sprouts to get your food, Erewhon, wherever you go. You still have to pay an electrical bill to live your life. So yes, you're still in the position that 95% of the population on this planet is in, where they cannot provide for themselves. And when you have someone like me that approach you to give you $500 to get on your platform, as well as to give your followers $500 to follow me so they can see what's going on, come on, man. I'm still open to that, because farming is the way. Forming a community is a way, but it starts with self. You can't help nobody if you can't help yourself. So I can't help. How can I help you if I can't help myself? I'm in a position to help myself now. And I'm in a position to help you, whether that's through value, knowledge, entertainment, knowledge really, but it's only going to be valuable if you're applying the knowledge. Because I'm not here to bash Hassan or Anton Daniels or any other YouTuber. Shout out to Scott Bernhardt. He also, he agreed to do an interview with me. You know, he's a fitness guy. Because I like to hit all the pillars: the fitness, the health, the finance, the mental health, the connection, the relationships. Like, it's important out here really to have connection and community. But you gotta have some land. Because there's no way to be in no tenements and apartments and co-ops and, like, you can't grow your own food. Yes, you can grow it in pots, but let's just be real here. Nothing like having your own piece of perimeter to where nobody can enter, and if they come across that threshold, they liable to be hurt. Real, man. We can't keep playing around out here. You know, listening to you speak about, Jeremiah, Joshua Brown, whatever. I don't even remember the guy's name. The guy who supposedly has created a way to make gasoline or fuel out of plastic. You look like you were scrambling for answers, man. The answers are in the land. We have to buy land via a trust. But the focus is the land. All that technicality as far as what the property and how the title's going to vest. Get you some land. Learn how to grow your own food. We got the kaimito. We got a fucking plum right here. Right? We got the plum. We got a mango tree behind us. We got coconuts. This is what it is, man. It's about farming. You know what I'm saying? It's not about getting online talking about what just happened with this politician, what just happened with that celebrity gossip, what just happened with this real reality TV, what just happened with whatever's going on outside of your immediate. That shit don't matter. What matters is, can you feed yourself? Can you take care of your family? Because all that extra stuff is null and void. It's null and void. And it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. So we got to get back to the land. That's where it starts. All that fuel and plastic. And I mean, if we really got back to the land, had our horses, some donkeys, our buggies and everything, and you don't even need all of that shit. We taken away from the earth. Plastic and all that. Like, come on now. We don't even need all of that. We make this shit so hard and so difficult. Why? Because we want to be in the big boy 2,000, 3,000 square foot home, sitting on a couple acres of land with a whole bunch of electric and all. Like, it's crazy. Cars everywhere, 3, 4, 5 cars. All that gas and exhaust and going into the atmosphere. It starts with the land, man, and giving back to the land. Look at the earth is breaking down on us or cleansing itself because we're damaging it. We're trying to figure out everything but how to get back to the real shit, which is the food. You don't know what you're getting off the shelf when you go into these grocery stores. What they're spraying on that produce. They always say you got the health food section. If that's the small, if that small section in the store is the health food section, what is the rest of the store? If that's the healthy food part, what is the rest of it? Man, I've been transitioning, preparing myself, not even knowing. Like the universe has been pulling me towards this for years now. How? I don't know. Just coming in contact with names like Dr. Sebi and how you can become healthy through plants. And not that I definitely don't, I don't even really want to mention his name, but you know, I have to because I don't really have to. I hate when people get to a position of wherever they get to, and because somebody may have a particular charge against them, they don't want to say how they got. Nah, listen, Brother Polite was somebody that I got turned on to early in my on my journey, and he opened my eyes up with a lot when it comes to this real estate and finance game. Even when it comes to trust, he opened my eyes up a lot when it came to that. I was already in real estate. So for me to be in real estate and to hear someone speaking with a vernacular and a dialogue and a vocabulary from where I come from, the vernacular, but then the vocabulary from the books that I've been reading with the real estate, it's like, damn, he actually knows what he's talking about. So when I came into Brother Polite, he actually put me in a space to where I'm switching my perspective in the real estate world to now I don't want to be a debtor anymore. Now I want to be the one that's actually handing out the finance. So I always have to give that. I don't want to say always, but you know, yes, he was one of the ones. Then that led me into the health and Dr. Sebi. You know, I do not agree with what he did with the little girl. With whatever happened with that little girl and you know that court situation, I don't agree with that shit at all. Like, I don't even get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can have all these women at your fingertips and then you turn around and you mess with some little 14-year-old girl. Man, 16, whatever it is. Anything under, I would say 18, but anything under like 25, 24, man, if it's not any, it's like, mine ain't even there, really. You know, but, so, coming into individuals like that knowledge, that was great for me, you know, and now to be able to transcend and do my own thing, it's a blessing. And to give the information back in my own way, it's a blessing. You know, I don't even really promote my book, at thenotepusher.com, you know, to get my ebook. I don't even promote it like that. I should be promoting it every chance I get, but I be forgetting sometimes because I don't even really be looking at the money in that way. I was really desperate, I think that, and I probably should be acting like I'm desperate and promoting that book all the time, but I don't, because, but at the end of the day, man, I'm promoting this land, I'm promoting my lifestyle, and, I'm promoting us getting back to self-sustainability, and being able to, get back into trades that we lost, because I don't know nothing about plumbing, electrical, HVAC, none of that shit. And I'm not embarrassed to sit here and say it. It's just the way I was indoctrinated. But, that didn't prevent me from taking that leap of faith to coming out here and investing in my dreams and my future, which is to provide for myself and eat my own food that I grow, and ultimately provide value back to other individuals that's seeking it, that come from similar backgrounds, or anybody for that matter that just want to grow. Because you ain't got to come from my background to feel me or relate to me. You know what I'm saying? Because you can come from another background and go through same scenarios and similar situations. You know what I'm saying? You don't just have to come from my neighborhood or my community. You can come from other scenarios and situations, you know what I'm saying? But, this is just, I resonate with people more that look like me. That's why I always say that. And we usually do. But we got to get back to purchasing this land and doing for self, because that's the only way you're going to actually obtain freedom. If you can attain freedom in this way right here, there's no way else you can, how can you can't be stopped? You know what I'm saying? So to me, you got to get back to gardening. You have to get back to learning how to cultivate soil. You know what I'm saying? You have to. Building community. And I don't know how to do all of those things. So guess what I'm doing? I'm starting with one at a time. I'm starting with the gardening. I'm starting with learning how to grow my own food. And then I can take it from there. Because if I learn how to grow my own food and I can learn how to feed myself, then I can help feed others. You see what I'm saying? If I got all of this land right here and I learn how to feed myself, then I can learn how to give back and give to others in the community and the neighborhoods here. Because that's what it's about. I got all this food here. I can't eat all these mangoes. I can't eat all these papayas. I can't eat all this avocado. I can't eat all this breadfruit. So I have to feed myself and then be able to give back to others. Trade and barter. You know what I'm saying? Because we keep talking about money. Currency. But you know what? That wood right behind us, right there above my head, that's a piece of money right there. That's called San Juan Emery, a piece of wood that they use for 2x4s. And framing, whatever the environment said they used it for. But yeah, that's money. You running around here talking about going, come on now. And I understand we have to do what we got to do to get to where we got to go. We got to do the 9 to 5 to get, you know what I'm saying? We got to do the 10 to 6. We got to do the 6 to 2. We got to do the 9. We got to do what we got to do to get to where we got to go. But to stay stagnant, to stay on welfare for 16 years and still be on that shit, you don't have, come on now. To still be in the same position that you were in 10 years ago and not look to, no. I don't want to walk around like that. Hustling for a weekend for a paycheck. So every weekend I can go out and do, no. Life is more than just a weekend. Like I said, you got to start somewhere. So I get it. 9 to 5, 10 to 6, you got to start where you got to start. But to have no dreams and no ambitions to get nowhere further, everybody's not going to make it. I understand that. I get it. I know everybody's not going to try to get to where they, it's just the way the world works. But if you watching me and you listening to me, I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to everybody else. I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to everybody else. I don't want to be talking to everybody because I'm not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to you, brother, sister, auntie, uncle, nieces, nephew, mama, papa. Yeah. Talking to you. So it starts with being able to do for self. I can't help you if I can't help nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Hassan Campbell can't help you because he can't even help himself. Hassan Campbell can't help you because he can't help himself. If something was to break out right now, Hassan Campbell will be running around here with his gun in his hip, trying to fend off whatever predator there is. He can't go nowhere, no farm, nothing. Show me a farm. So, with that, man, thank y'all for tapping in and tuning in. This is your man, See Thy Wealth, water your health, drink a glass of water. Peace.